My favorite movie actor of all time, Clint Eastwood, has been added to BTD6 about a year ago. If you don't know who Clint Eastwood is, he's the guy on my channel banner, which you'll see right here. He is a very famous actor known for Western movies, and he plays really well these Western type characters about like this cowboy that doesn't really speak much, but he's really good with his shot, like and if you've seen the Fistful of Dollars trilogy, you know what I'm talking about. There's also a bunch of others like Hang 'Em High, Unforgiven, Outlaw Josie Wales. This one's not a Western, but Dirty Harry is also a good one where he stars in as like a detective. Well, his iconic character, the man with no name, was actually added to BTD6 as the Desperado top path. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna be trying out the Desperado in Bloons TD6. Kind of a refresher away from my Minecraft Dungeons content to be making some Bloons TD6 content, but look at this. This is the path that leads up to the Clint Eastwood skin. This is a bounty hunter. This one could go either way. This one's kind of different. Hey yo, kind of like a Marvel reference right here, Avenger. Well anyways, let's go to one of the desert maps, and we're gonna do a hard standard. Let's see how Chimp Eastwood does. So firstly, I'm going to place down a free dart monkey right here because, you know, it's free and it carries for the first few rounds when you just want to save up for Benjamin, which is my money-making tower. Alright, so let's place down Benjamin. We'll place him like right here. I didn't actually realize it. There's a railroad track right there. I never actually noticed it like the entire time I've been playing on this map, which I've played Chimps rounds and I literally just never saw that railroad track in. Pretty interesting. Now we can actually start placing down our Desperado. I think we should probably place him around here. The good thing about Desperado is that well, there's actually many good things about Desperado, so let me just list them off. Number one, he's a primary monkey. You can actually buff him with the top half village past the jungle drums. You can just buff him with exclusive buffs that only usually get applied to primary monkeys. And also number two, he is a money-making tower in the game, meaning with the middle path you can actually make money with this guy by making balloons more valuable, making him the only primary monkey that actually gets money in the game. And number three, he functions like a sniper monkey, only that he has a smaller amount of range than a sniper monkey, although he does actually have more range than a glue gunner. I don't know, that's kind of interesting. So let's go for Quick Draw and Eagle Eye, just so we can hit those camos. 520 is the best cross path for Desperado. The upgrades in its attack speed and its like attack damage, they work really strange because like they depend on where the balloons are, depends on where the monkeys are in relation to each other, if there are monkeys nearby, if there are more balloons or if there are less balloons, if lives are lost. I mean, this is the most conditional monkey that we've seen yet in the game. And it's a primary monkey, so it's like, this has got to be the most complex primary monkey in the game. We got to find a way to pop some leads. Though I want to really just make it about the Chimp Eastwood right here. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know, let's get like a banana farm or something. How much does a marketplace cost? About 3,000, hold on, 270 plus 430, 700. Alright, so that's 3,715 plus 1,225 is equals to roughly 5,000 to get the marketplace. So I'm going to have to really save up for MIB. I'm going to really have to get that banana farm going on. We could buff it with the alchemist that actually gives it lead popping power, which is probably a good idea. There you go. Now we can pop all balloon types. We just got to also work for Moab popping power. Alright, he's doing pretty good. Look at that. But also, good thing about the alchemist is that I can actually pop leads by itself. So, fair win-win situation kind of deal. Okay, some balloons are getting by and I do not like it. Yikes, oh my goodness, that almost took us out. Luckily, Benjamin actually does give us some bonus popping power. Yeah, that's good. You gotta make sure to get that twin sixes. Alright, goody. At least now we can actually start getting more damage in. We also want to start placing down a village, just so we can really start buffing him here. He's actually doing really well against these fast-moving balloons. And also the Blazing Sun is a pretty cheap tier 5 considering it is a primary monkey. The most expensive T5 in like all primary monkeys is actually Balloon Crush. Balloon Crush is the real most expensive T5 of all the primary monkeys, so generally they're just cheaper. Let's actually start buffing, get that primary training, primary stuff going on. Let's also give it some Berserker Brew. Yeah, it is doing pretty fire right now. Almost as good as the tier 5 by itself. Let's also get ourselves an MIB. 2 separate villages doing 2 separate things. It's actually really good against ceramics too, surprisingly. Okay, I'm starting to kind of rescind on that statement. Alright, so we're finally making some bank, making some return on investment on that marketplace. So let's get ourselves another marketplace, just so we can start getting more. We're in the Wild West too, so we might as well get the classic monkey bank too. Okay, I'm getting very, very, very concerned. Oh my gosh. No. I'm not gonna go out this way. Okay, I'm gonna place actually, I'm gonna turn this into a Juggernaut. There you go. Juggernaut should solve the problems. Yeah, very simple, but yet really effective tier 4 for large rushes of balloons. Alright, good. Now we can actually start getting the higher tier bank, and we can use that to get more marketplaces and also get more money. The more money you put in it, the faster the interest actually goes up. So it quickly maxes out faster. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some marketplaces here and here. There you go. Now we're making some bank. They're also good for erasing debt. Let me just erase this debt right here. Let's get the Blazing Sun and let's deposit back. We finally got the tier 5. Really good against popping leads too. I want to get some central markets too. Just gonna erase that debt faster. So what the Blazing Sun actually does is it also starts burning the balloons because of how hot the revolvers get. I don't know if y'all know this about guns in general, is that they get really hot if you shoot them a lot. Like the automatic ones, if you shoot them, like if you just shoot them non-stop, it actually starts to melt the barrel. Even if it's made out of refined materials, such as strong metals and all that kind of stuff. So for Clint Eastwood here, we have these revolvers literally lighting up. It'd be pretty cool if the balloons that touch the revolvers, they just insta-pop, or at least take a large amount of damage from burning. This bank really accumulates fast. So I'm gonna get some more central markets. We're also going to try and see if we can Sun Temple boost him. Also, a cool thing about the Blazing Sun is that it actually lights up its eyes. So that's pretty cool. The eyes of this this monkey change depending on the path. Like normal. Starts getting pretty you serve zero purpose kind of vibes. And we get freaking ghost eyes. Freaking Grim Reaper over here. And we also get the boys Homelander, and we get orange, delicious orange peach eyes. Alright, let's go for primary expertise. This one I'll just have it attack strong, because honestly I want this guy to be doing most of the damage. Fun thing about primary expertise is that it can see past any walls. Okay, it's kind of hogging the damage, not gonna lie. So what I'm thinking about doing is actually putting Desperado at the front, putting him right here. And then, yeah, we don't need that. We're just gonna get the Mega Ballista attack is like, it is mighty awesome. Alrighty, let's get the Permabrew Alchemist so we can finally start seeing the max potential of Clint Eastwood. Alrighty, look at all these buffs. You may not see it because of my camera and it's kind of taking up a big portion of the screen, but wow, look at that. That is crazy. Look at all that damage. This is like the third monkey that actually can crit in the game. There's like, first of all, the Sharpshooter. This is the one that crits originally. Then you get Super Monkey, which Robo Monkey can crit. But the last one that can actually crit, correct me if I'm wrong, if there's another one, is Desperado. Desperado with middle cross path. It's actually the very first upgrade, the earliest upgrade you can get that actually gives you the chance to crit in the whole game. Alright, let's get Monkeyopolis. Now, we can actually start getting the Monkey Wall Street. Very valuable tier 5 to get because it can actually start collecting bananas. And through that we can start placing some BRFs. We can also get some druids of the jungle over here. Only thing is that they get a lot of pops, so they might be taking them from Clint Eastwood over here. Oh my goodness, those DDTs kind of scared me for a second. Let me get myself a main Moab. Better for popping DDTs, that's for sure. We're almost at round 100. Let's see who's the king of pops over here. On second place, we got the Beacon of Power. We got Desperado, Mr. Desperado over here. We got the Druids, which are racking up pops extremely fast. So they might actually be the pop superstars. Nice, we beat the BAD, so we're doing well on money, that's for sure. Let's actually get the other Desperado T5, shall we? We'd also want to get the Avenger, the Desert Phantom, just because. Okay, wow, Desert Phantom is racking in pops. Like, it's already the pop superstar. I mean, that's crazy. Gosh dang, son. Go for, like, strong. And, of course, we cannot miss out on the Golden Justice. Our sniper's also doing some pretty good work, but golly, this bottom path is so good for late game. It's just amazing. So, bottom path is best for damage, middle path is best for pierce, top path is best for, like, you know, getting rid of things quickly. You know, cleanup. Bottom path does the most AoE damage, but top path does the best concentrated damage. Let's get a VSG buff, a TSG buff. Our goal by the end of the video is that one of these Desperados gets to 10 million pops. The least amount of pops for one of them has to be 10 million, meaning probably gonna be the top path guy. Mr. Clint Eastwood here. We're just going to keep on ultra boosting this thing. For good measure, let's get ourselves a Legend of the Night. Just so in case if we leak any balloons. We're not really going to have them like do much. We're just going to have them like stay there. Just in case if we have leaks. Because actually the portal at the end actually lasts for like 8 seconds. Wow, gosh dang, these freaking DDTs, man, are super powerful. Let me get a glue gunner. Hard to imagine that literally just a guy with a hat and a couple of revolvers has more pops than the literal TSG, my guy. That is so crazy. Dude, this top path is doing kind of pathetic. Middle path is literally at 33 million. Top path is only a little bit farther ahead. I guess middle path is actually going to win this time. It's actually going to overtake the bottom path because of how many, like, Moabs just go in there. They're just being wiped out clean. And bottom path's effect is just having less power on these Moabs. It is so laggy that my cursor is just starting to kind of lose it. Turn down my accessibility and ambient map effects. It should actually work a little bit better. Still drastically reducing my FPS, but still not too shabby. Wow, middle path has actually overtook the bottom path by 3 million pops. Yeah, I guess it's just that much better. And we're currently ultra boosting the top path just so we can get that thing to 10 million pops, you know what I'm saying? Wow, we have already reached 100 million pops with the Desperado monkey, like all 3 of them in total. That is just madness, my guy. If it weren't for all these buffs, it probably wouldn't have happened. Yeah, level 66. Yeah, degree 66 Paragon. Pretty good. We also got 114 free dark monkeys. Free dart monkeys. Oh my gosh, I've been recording so long that I just kind of lost my ability to speak. We literally got the second insta monkey. Ooh, nice. Oh, we're almost at 10 million pops. We're almost there. The BADs are now as fast as a round 40 Moab. Maybe even faster, honestly. Oh, finally 10 million pops, man. What do the other two have? 75, 83. Oh my gosh, bro. You might as well just go for the full 100 million on each of these. But definitely not the bottom path. That's just way too much work. Late game is just a bunch of sitting around waiting for either getting a goal of pops or just like money or just waiting to just die in the game. But yeah, I'm not going to keep on going in this Looney Tune hole forever. I'm just going to finish this round. We might continue it next time. Let me know what you think, chat. Alright, so we made it to 210. We haven't died a single... Well, I think we've already died sometime in this game. I forgot. But yeah, that's all I have for today. Subscribe if you've enjoyed and comment down whatever ideas you have. I'll see you all in the next time.